Buenos dias, my friends.
Ever since the beginning of film, writers have dreamed of making the perfect villain. That never came true until 2013. The movie Despicable Me 2 brought us El Macho. He will stand in the Movie Hall of Fame as the greatest villain of all time. Eduardo Perez, also known as El Macho, is the antagonist in Despicable Me 2, where he is the owner of Salsa and Salsa in Paradise Mall. El Macho was once, and still is, the greatest villain in the Despicable Me lore, as he robbed banks and committed other heinous crimes. El Macho's reputation from the beginning of the movie is incredible. Near the beginning of the film, Gru describes El Macho as being ruthless, dangerous, and very macho. This starts you off knowing that this man is an absolute unit. He needs no weapon to destroy you. Gru knows that he will not be able to destroy him right away, so he waits and learns more about El Macho. This is the only way you will be able to defeat him. Also, when El Macho kills, he just uses his hands. He will not be afraid to kill you. On some occasions, he may use a knife, but if he catches you trying to sneak into his restaurant, you will not be so lucky. He strikes fear into those who hear his voice and name. Though I mentioned a few instances of strength in my previous point, I will display most of the instances here. His coordination is stunning. Look at the optimum movement he is doing right here. Earlier in the movie, he shows that he can survive by drinking snake venom, eating glass shards, and alcohol has no effect on him. El Macho is also very tall. According to Slazo, Gru is 14 feet tall. If Gru is 14 feet, El Macho is roughly 11 feet, which makes him around 2 feet taller than the tallest man ever. At the very end, he drinks the PX41 serum that makes him purple and hairy. I think that him drinking this made him weaker. This was El Macho's only mistake. Drinking that made him less smart, so he could not perform such intelligent acts. I cannot accept that he would be so easily defeated by the lipstick taser. And finally, when you talk about sheer strength, you cannot exclude his fake death. According to Gru, El Macho rode a shark into an active volcano with 250 pounds of dynamite strapped to his chest. That is very cool. You may say that this is just a rumor that was spread to make people think he died. This is simply not true. He did this. They found chest hair at the volcano, which means he likely performed the act. El Macho shows intelligence throughout the film. The first example of intelligence is getting Dr. Nefario to leave Gru. With Nefario's taste for evil, El Macho knew that he would be able to pull him over to his side. After roughly 40 years of working with Gru, Dr. Nefario leaves for El Macho. Even Nefario, one of the smartest characters, knew that El Macho was a better fit for him. El Macho also had his son, Antonio, grow more attached to Margot, bringing her closer to him, which is what would eventually lure Gru. El Macho knew that Gru was the only one who could defeat him, so he tried to bring him to his side, but failed. That is what led to El Macho's demise. In my mind, these were the three main reasons that show you why El Macho is the best villain and the apex of humanity. He may not be as funny as Vector, he is more threatening. After all of this, if you didn't think El Macho was the greatest villain before this video, I hope you changed your mind. If you didn't, you're wrong. Just remember, reality is an illusion, the universe is a hologram. Buy gold, bye.